Hi, this is Greg. Welcome to the channel. On this channel, we talk a lot about Moderna stock. And going back to approximately a year ago, I recommended it originally at 124. I've done a number of updates. While it's gone up and down and up and down, it reached a peak of almost 500. And since then, it has basically gone down steadily with the market, and it's currently around 160. I wanted to do another update, and I'm doing that here now to talk about primarily valuation, because I think when I look at the charts and I look at where the stock has been and where I think it could be going, I think that if you were considering either initiating a position in Moderna, or if you currently own Moderna and you want to add more to your position, now would be a good time to check this out, okay? So I thought the best thing for us to do at this point is let's go right to my trading account. Okay, so here we are with Moderna. This is where it closed last Friday, approximately 160 a share. Now, what I'm going to be focusing on here is purely valuation, because I think that the current valuation of this stock is extremely attractive, okay? Let's take a quick look at the historical quote. All right, here you have the historical quote. Around March 30th, I recommended the stock. It was at 124 a share. It had this tremendous ride upward, hitting almost 500, and then it gradually deteriorated through fits and starts. Huge sell-off, tried to rally, and now here's where we are right now, okay? Let's take a look at the fundamentals. Now here's where we want to start to really zero in on the valuation. Okay, we have 402 million shares outstanding. Remember that because I'm going to do a calculation later on. If you look at these valuation metrics, you can see just how truly cheap this stock is. Price to earnings, 5.6. That's insanely cheap for a growth stock, whether you're talking about high-tech or biotech. Insanely cheap. And remember, this stock has very significant cash flow and earnings, okay? Price to sales, 3.47, below 3.5 times sales. That's crazy. Price to book value, 4.6 times book value. Price to cash flow, 3.23 times price to cash flow. Again, all of these metrics are insanely cheap for a stock that has this kind of potential. Okay, let's take a quick look at the technicals here. I'm not recommending this stock now based on the technical analysis, but I just like to look at it to see where we are with the stock in the short term. Again, I'm recommending this for a 3 to 5 year hold. So I'm focusing primarily on valuation. But let's just take a quick look at where we are with the technicals. These are the Bollinger Bands up here, and this is 2 standard deviations above. This is 2 standard deviations below the 50-day moving average, which is this line here. You can see that the stock is currently at 160 a share, right at the 50-day moving average. Nothing compelling there. If you look at the slow stochastics, which is another thing I look at, which is more of an oscillator index, this is flashing an oversold condition. These last 3 are confirmatory indexes, or confirmatory indicators, rather. None of these are very compelling. There's sort of wishy-washy in here. So from a technical standpoint, the $160 a share it's not like it's an extremely low valuation in terms of the stock price. But what I'm focusing again on this video is the valuation of the stock relative to the underlying value. One of the craziest things about this stock is the cash on the balance sheet, okay? I referred to this in one previous video, but let's reiterate it here because it's truly unbelievable, okay? There's about 402 million shares outstanding in this company, right? It was recently announced a month or so back that the company has approximately $20 billion of cash on the balance sheet, okay? If you do that math and divide one by the other, that equates to $49 a share in cash on the balance sheet. All right, this is phenomenal, okay? This means at the current price of 160, this basically means that $49 of that 160 is cash. You're basically, for $111, you're basically buying this company. You're buying all the intellectual property. You're buying everything related to the RNA technology. You're buying 36 to 38 additional products in the pipeline, and you're basically owning this company in perpetuity for $111 plus $49 in cash. I mean, that is absolutely insane. I've never seen anything like this, you know, as long as I've been following the stock market. Okay, so that's the main thing, right? The valuation. Secondly, every valuation metric that you look at that we just went over mean that this company is incredibly attractive. On a relative basis, you look at any other growth stock, whether it's in biotech, high tech, I don't care what you look at, and you don't see valuations like this, and it's because of all the skepticism that the market has about this company, because it basically only has one commercialized product at this point in time. And the last thing is, if you look at some of the near-term products, I don't think the market's giving any value to these near-term products, right? And that's the cytomegalovirus vaccine, that is the flu vaccine, and that is the combination flu and COVID vaccine. And of course, it's a little bit more off, but it's extremely consequential, as far as I'm concerned, is the personalized cancer vaccine. Okay, I've done extensive videos on all of this stuff, so I'm going to put the basically the playlist of Moderna up here, okay, and then I'm going to put another one that I think you'll be interested in over here. But definitely check out the Moderna playlist, because I think there's some great stuff on there and stuff that you'll really find interesting. Okay, well, thanks for watching. I appreciate you checking in, and on this channel we talk about stock market, we talk about investments, we talk about the overall economy, we talk about economics, Fed policy, everything intended to make you a better and richer investor.